What's up, Panda Nation? Peter von Panda here. You may not be as curious as I am, but watching the Mac channel, and he was using Battleborn grease and seemed like he was using it on his 1,000 round tests. And so I bought some since it seemed to work on that and just wanted to take a look at it. This isn't going to be a review. It's just going to be more of a first look. And I'm just kind of curious. It's engineered for firearms, but works on anything. You know, if it's better than the grease I'm using. So let's just kind of take a look at it. You know, a small jar like this, which is like kind of like a size of a small jar of jam or something, is 20 bucks. So this stuff is not cheap. And right off the bat, kind of looks like petroleum jelly. And that might be, you know, how it works. So it's kind of clear looking. And I mean, it very much has the consistency of Vaseline, and it might be a little hard to see here, but you know, it's gloopy, kind of like an automotive grade grease. You know, if you've ever greased your suspension or something like that. You know, I've used Tetra gun grease before, and it's a little like runnier. It's not as translucent as this. It's like white and a little bit, you know, it's not as thick. And so this will be interesting to try because it's going to be, you know, a thicker type of, you know, like a more like a Vaseline type of grease here. And you can see it can go on pretty thick. And I wouldn't say it's highly like lube-like. I mean, you know, I guess Vaseline kind of captures it. That's what it feels like. I kind of expected to put this down and then have like the Q-tip be able to slide like it was like there was zero friction. I think when it gets hot, it's probably gonna become more liquid-like. But it's not slippery like an oil, and even like the Tetra gun grease, which tends to be more like a lube. This really falls in the category of like almost an industrial level grease. You know, there's actually some resistance there. You can see if I take the Q-tip, it's stuck to the paper by the grease. So, kind of sticky stuff. But, you know, especially when you have to worry about metal on metal, you know, it's not that you have to lube it to reduce the friction. Well, I guess that's not the right term. But when you have metal on metal, it's just more about keeping it so that you're not grinding metal on metal. It doesn't, the amount of resistance here that this produces isn't going to keep your bolt carrier from sliding around properly. So I bet this works pretty well, and I think because how thick it is, it's probably the right thing to use on a, you know, a 1,000 round torture test in some ways. So there it is. This is the Breakthrough Clean Technologies Battleborn grease, fortified with PTFE. And, you know, as far as I know, this stuff works pretty well. So if you do want this, if you're curious about trying in your firearm, I definitely think that it'll work. You know, as we've seen on the Mac channel, he's used it with great success, but that's what it looks like. And so for 20 bucks, this is what you get. I'll put a link to it in the description. I just picked this up on Amazon, and, you know, I'm going to try it at the range the next time I go. Peter von Panda, out.